Okay, this feels like a reintroduction, and it honestly should be because my last video was 2 years ago. Almost. I stepped away a lot longer than I expected to, and guys, it was definitely not because I ran out of things to say, but it's because I wanted to come back and say them to you clearly. So what you'll see and hear from here on out isn't just constant noise, it's continuity. And if you work in healthcare, you already know how important continuity of care is. So I'm just going to say this plainly. Bandage Banter is evolving. It's absorbing my season of the Nomad Nurse Life, and it's also becoming a solo space, at least for now, because I just can't pretend to unsee certain things anymore. If you've followed me from the Nomad Nurse Life, this is not a disappearance, it is a recalibration. And if you're new here, Bandage Banter exists for people who've had that quiet thought after a shift or even after an appointment. That didn't quite feel right, and I don't know why. This pace is slower, quieter, and more intentional, and yes, more honest. And if you don't know me, my name is Sam, and I'm a registered nurse for 7 years. I've worked bedside. I've worked across the country in different systems and in different settings. And I've been close enough to operations to see how decisions about care actually get made. But I'm not here to tell you all of my war stories. What I have and what matters more is pattern recognition. I kept seeing the same things repeat in different hospitals, different leadership, different patient populations. Same pressure, same pace, same feeling that something essential was getting thinner. And that's when I realized something important. The hardest part of this job isn't the patients. It isn't the families. It isn't even the toxic management. It's practicing inside systems that don't align with the story we tell about healthcare and the story we're even told ourselves. Nomad Nurse Life was a season, and it was honest. I was moving, learning, observing, and trying to understand healthcare by living and working inside of it. And if I'm being honest, I was truly searching for a place to call home inside a system that doesn't really offer one. But eventually I stopped collecting experiences and I started collecting a heck of a lot of questions. Like, why does everyone feel rushed even when they are competent? We're talking 30, 40-year-old nurses. Why does care feel thinner when people are trying harder, staying late, picking up overtime, literally doing everything they can with anything they can, lack of resources? Why do clinicians, patients, and family all feel like they're failing, but in completely different directions? Bandage Banter exists because I don't want to narrate my life inside healthcare anymore. I want to explain the thing itself. This is not a vent podcast completely, and it's definitely not reaction content. And we sadly can't fix the system in an hour. I'm not here to yell at you, and I'm not here to scare people, and I'm not here to tell you what you should be doing. But what you should be doing is, I'm here to slow things down, to explain why things feel rushed, why the time just disappears, and why staffing looks fine on paper and feels impossible in practice. Why good people keep falling short, or they feel like they're falling short. For now, these will be solo episodes. They're intentional for that reason. Before guests, before opinions, before solutions, you and I, we need a shared language. Healthcare workers, this is definitely still for you. That has not changed. But I don't believe we should be the only ones who understand how the system works. Patients live inside these structures too. Families, caregivers. This is a collaboration with us all, whether we want to name it or not. It's like a cult. I'm just kidding. If you've ever left an appointment thinking, that felt fast, I did not know what to ask, something did not get addressed, that doesn't mean that someone didn't care. It usually means there was a restraint already in place, whether it was time, structure, or even an incentive, long before you walked in the room. Eventually, this work will include patient education, even children's education, because understanding health care shouldn't be a requirement to be like an insider access, is what I'm trying to say. And I'll let you in on something. I'm also writing, and I want to be clear about what it is and what it isn't. They aren't inspirational memoir books. They aren't healing arcs. They're not call to actions. They're exposure documents. They name the mechanics, the incentives, the quiet trade-offs we all feel but struggle to articulate. This podcast is where I get to be human about those ideas and not emotional for effect, although I can be, and not detached for credibility, just honest. Bandage Banter is a long game. It's about understanding before reacting, clarity before emotion, not instead of it. If you've ever had that thought, this is not how it is supposed to feel, you're not imagining it. And you do not need a dramatic, justifying story to notice it. These next few episodes are about time. Not time management, not productivity, but what actually happens to care when time disappears. Most problems in healthcare don't start with mistakes. They start with compression. I'll be seeing you in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in. And as always, I love you. I'm going to start, we're just going to nickname you the BBs, like BBs, because I say baby all the time. So Bandage Banter, baby, that's what I can call you guys. I don't know. We'll figure it out, and tell me what you guys think I should, wrap up my stories with. So I'll always end it with toodles. So here we go. Bye, my Bandage Banter baddies. Mwah, toodles. Love you. See you next episode. Stay tuned.